Good people, how are you? Tell me, it's actually a happy, good Sunday. Yes, we are in the Easter holidays and we are approaching the Easter actually. So I am from church. I'm doing this direct from my house. I'm from church back to my house, ready to do what I always do good. So I take this time to actually wish you all the best and wish you a blessed Sunday for those guys who are going to watch me. First of all, may I take this opportunity to actually say hello and a big thank you to my good supporters. People have been supporting me. People always find their time and come back to watch my videos. God bless you for me and God bless you a million times. And for the new guys, people who are very new, my new subscribers, this is your home. This is what you've been missing. Kindly welcome and feel most at home because I am not ready to disappoint you. I'm here. So when you are here, know you are getting the best from this channel. You are getting the best from this channel. For those guys who don't know me, this is Kamanja_KE. I'm doing this right away from the village of Nyabohanse. This is where I live. This is where I'm made. And I always talk for this village and from this village. Guys, don't misquote me. Said I always talk from this village and I always talk for this village. That is how I am made. So guys, today I have very good interesting story I want to talk about, and this is what I've been sitting watching people and oh, what is not happening. People are celebrating. We have a lot of jubilations here and there, and yes, and to me, seated down and watching all this, I say no, let me come out and let us see, guys, as my thumbnail is to speaking so loud. Did the strikes backfire? Were the strikes successful or a failure? That is what I want to look at for a very few minutes. Number two, I'm going to be talking about Koko Mama and her love message to the village of Nyabohanse. Koko Mama and her love message to the village of Nyabohanse. When I'm talking about the village of Nyabohanse, I'm talking about the YouTubers. Koko Mama's love for Nyabohanse YouTubers. Because she has been talking every now and then about Nyabohanse. So I had to go down, sit, and actually analyze how deep is her love for the village of Nyabohanse. How deep is her love for the YouTubers of Nyabohanse. That is what I want to actually discuss. So welcome, feel most welcome. And I've said, if you are coming across this channel for the first time, feel free actually to subscribe. Don't forget to put that notification bell on so that when I'm here, you are notified. When I'm posting, you are also notified. So watch your space as I bring you this good, interesting story. So welcome back. Welcome back. Now let us look at what actually the last 2 weeks we've been talking about our mouths, our tongues. What has been coming out is strike, 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 strike. Strike, strike, strike. Others deny, 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 deny. Was this plan a success or was it a failure? Guys, I'm going to talk about something, and I'm asking you guys to never misquote me because this is my own opinion and this is my own suggestion. It's what I've come. These are my own findings for your information. Yes, our golden boy from the village issued strikes. We saw Madam D also issuing strikes. And even Madam D also being issued with the strikes. And we thought this thing was to silence people, and people were actually, it was a sanitization process. Like we were sanitizing, these streets. That is what for me, strikes, I took them very positive because one, for us, when one tells you, no, don't be talking about me, because the more you talk about me, the more those guys get the loopholes to come and attack me. Actually, for somebody's mental health, for someone's mental well-being, um, like social well-being and everything, it's good to stop and actually do something different. It's not good to talk all about him every now and then. And for me, I took the advice very positive, because it's also a way of opening up you a platform. It's a way of becoming looking for a different niche, like look for your success in a different way. Because you see, we cannot, like, you cannot eat bread alone always. Like, you cannot talk about this guy morning to morning, Monday to Monday and everything. Sometimes it's good to change. Like today I talk about him, tomorrow I'll talk about somebody else, I'm going to talk about that's how I will expand myself. I become very creative, so I'm going to expand my creativity. So that is how I took the command from our golden boy here in the village. And for me, it's something that it actually opens new ways. It's not something that you should come out and start like, oh, come join us, let us now talk about it. But you know what, guys, what something that for me I never like, up to now, I am like discovering about these strikes. Something that actually I might be wrong or I might be right. For me, I've said I took it very positive, because okay, it opens up your brains, and it tells you now, if today you stop eating ugali, if today you stop drinking water, what can you actually drink again? If you've been using a motorbike on your journeys, and it has been like motorbikes have been abolished, what can you actually again, which means can you use to survive or in this transportation platform? That is how I took it. And for me, congratulations, because I think it has helped me. Yeah, it has helped me. I've told you, it expands my creation, my creativity. And again, sometimes it puts you off from so many shenanigans. So when you do your own thing, your own way, is when you become satisfied. But again, what I'm surprised is, like I don't want to alienate from my topic. Like, was this process a success or a failure? That is my big question. Was this a success or a failure? Why am I saying so? Yes, to some extent, it's a success. He succeeded. Why am I saying so? Like, he succeeded. Like, people have now changed their way of reaction. You see, people used to react uh, in a manner that was suggesting, it was using abusive language, and in a manner that was like more of bullying. But nowadays, after the issuance of those strikes, people have changed the way they even talk. People are now very careful. They choose their words carefully. And that is why I'm terming this process as a big success. Yes, we always react. People react. Like, you can, like, if I say this is a glass of water, somebody will tell me, no, Kamanja, that is not a glass of water. It's something inside. Let us know the components inside. That is the essence of reaction. Today, I call you, this is a Kenyan flag, Ugandan flag, I don't know, Jamaican. People see it in a different way. But you are not supposed to see it in a different way, in a manner suggesting that you actually hate me, in a manner suggesting that if actually you are given that chance to bring me down, you can bring me down. That is how I don't see it. But that is how people saw it. Like, reaction was all about abusing, insulting, attacking, and everything. But after those strikes, I think people are now, sanitization has taken place. And people now are choosing their words and even their titles in a careful manner. That's how I term that process as being successful. Now, sometimes, again, on the other side, the last point on this, on its success, People are now at their peace of mind. Nobody's now minding somebody's business. Like, people now know the limits of things. Like, if I use this is a violation of this law, and I'm going to be in for it. You see that? Now people are at peace. People know the boundary. People have now known the meaning of boundaries. That I don't want to go above the limits of some other person. I don't want to do this just because people now will learn to respect each other. Only fools are going to remain here and start like abusing people because they really don't know what they are doing. And sometimes, if it were to come back direct to the village, actually, I have seen, I was to see so many people like crying and saying, oh, you don't want us, you don't love us, you've hated us from the word go. But I never saw village YouTubers being affected by this, even though they are, they are rated the highest in contributing towards his downfall. But he respected you guys. And actually, he did it like in concern that you guys are your brothers and sisters from this village. So there is no need of killing your own son. But the only thing that I'm always calling for is respect. You respect one's opinion, you respect one's action. So long as the actions don't offend you, the opinion does not offend you, it's good to actually go down and respect. This way of coming out and starting bashing people, calling them names, you want even to discover what they do in their bedrooms. Guys, we do a lot of things. Like, you don't know who I spent my night with the last night. You don't know what I ate. You don't know where I slept. But we have people who are just rumor mongers. They see you, they feel like, oh, this is not the time to go and watch private lives of people, what people do in private times. This is the time to mind your own business. If you can get me correct, just mind your own business, like do your own thing your own way without like affecting another man's life. Is that correct? Now, sometimes, I say, guys, don't worry. Umbo is a dog. People call me. Another man called me a thief of dogs, and I was laughing. But that one has actually ended. Now, why am I terming this process a big failure? You see, when you want something and when you are out to do something, you want to do it and make sure that at the end of the day, you are successful. But when you are promised that when success come on and promises you that I'm coming on your way, and at the end of the day, that success is no more, you become disappointed. That's how I'm terming this process as a big failure. You see, the strikes, yes, were issued. People learned how to put their things in privacy and everything, like people, they were hiding their videos and everything. That is nice. People learned to be secretive. People learned to privatize their things. People knew that it made people realize that this is where I'm eating from. So if I joke with this one, I'm not going to get my daily bread. So there is no there is no need of boasting, chest thumping, and becoming like, no. People tried and people they started acting in a careful manner. But now, this is where you've been issued with strikes. Koko Mama strikes, on trending strikes. M. Carroll also faced the strikes. JT, the podcast strikes. And we saw others were insinuating that we are also being stricken. But what surprised me is that even now, when I want to walk in these streets, I find somebody like titles, oh, my channel is back. Oh, my channel has been restored. He wanted to delete me, but no, I've been given live with YouTube. So That was not justice for me. Okay, I never wanted these guys to go down forever, but I wanted them to learn a lesson. I wanted them to know boundaries and mark their boundaries well. That is what I wished them. I wanted them to start afresh so that they should feel the struggles of success. But this is here, YouTube is here, because this is a business. Let you, this is YouTube is a company, and there is no company that works without aiming at making profits. There is no company that will work on a daily basis, bringing down their clients, people who bring them a lot of profit. And that's why I think these guys, their channels were restored. The only thing that I'm here to talk about is now violation of the guidelines. I think people have now gone down. They have read well. They know where they should react and where they should not react. They know what they should say and what they should not say. That is what I know. This kind of making these streets like a fighting ground. I give you one, you give me one. Like I hit you, you hit me. I punch you, you punch me. You do me, I do you. You delete me, I delete you. You see, you deactivate me, I deactivate you. You see, that is how we had turned this ground to be, like a fighting ground. But I thank the person who started like, let me strike these guys. He was bringing in new energy. That is the energy now people are coming, like people want to see things on a different way. This is green. You won't tell me this is black and force me. And you see, the greatest I'm doing is our subscribers. People who are there actually to gear, to fuel the animosity among these guys in these streets. That is what I can talk about, the subscribers. So as much as people have been sanitized, people are now controlling the way of reaction, people are doing this. I ask the subscribers also to give out proper advice. Like me, I love my good subscribers. I love my good subscribers because whenever I go, like I am going astray, I can find one coming to my inbox and no, you are supposed to be like this. I think that way you're going to be going there. Thank you, my sister, the Real Things podcast. She once told me, Kamanja, you go this way, maybe you are going to face a strike just because you might be not knowing what you are doing. And I took it positively and actually corrected myself. I have seen so much of my subscribers coming and telling me this. And that is what I like about my good family. The only thing that I promised you guys, Kamanja will always remain positive. Kamanja will always talk positivity in his entire life. No matter what I'm going to find here. If I get you, me, I'm going, like when you do right, I will say you've done right. When you do wrong, I will say you've done wrong. Me, we cherish our golden boy. Let me tell you the truth, that we keep on cherishing him. We keep on supporting his cause. People say we are minions, we are defenders, we are supposed to keep quiet. No. Let people do their things the way actually they have been doing it, but let people do their things in a careful manner. We don't mean any harm. But the more we talk about you guys, is the more you guys find the avenues to attack our golden boy. Me, I'm not afraid to call him a golden boy because he brought golden opportunities to this village. Period. So that is why I think that this was a failure. And again, to an extent, it was successful because it has now brought some peace within the streets. Even if people are continuing doing it, but look at the way people are doing it. People are doing it in a different and a very careful manner. Just a bit. Welcome back, guys. I had to actually receive that call. It was from my mother's side. So I had to how are you? Good morning. Such a thing. You see, mother's love is always what we cherish. So Actually, for those guys who are like, what can I do next? Like I have seen people asking themselves, now that I've been talking about this, what can I do next? Guys, let people go find their own way of surviving. Create your own survival tactics. Become creative. That's the only next I can give you. I can give you. That is what the only next I can give you. But the only thing that we want to stop from these streets, we want to sanitize completely, are these attacks that are only based on abuses and insults. That is no longer reaction. When you want to kill somebody's personality, that's no longer reaction. Reaction borrows its leaf from analysis. So if you know well to analyze things, you won't be like coming out here and telling people, oh, this is what. No. Analyze. Just take your time. Don't be desperate to talk. Just take your time and actually come out and tell people, this is what I've actually discovered. Instead of coming here like you want to be a king, you want to be a queen, you want to talk badly about others. That is not reaction. And that is how you've been affecting others. Guys, there is something very important in our lives: our mental health, our personalities, our social quotient, the SQ, our emotional quotient, the EQ, and our intelligent quotient, where the mental health is actually sheltered. And those are things that we are supposed, for us to be normal, those things are supposed to be maintained at a given standard. That is what I always like think. And when I see people like coming out, like when somebody came out and attacked me, was calling me names, I was like, God, I leave you to judge him. Me, I said, and I promised I'm not going to make another video about him, even if he comes out with a million ones. But I'm going to leave him. I'm going to give that man time so that he can talk. Let him talk so that he feels like talking. The best way to act to a fool is to keep quiet. You talk to him, you also become a fool. I'm sorry. I became a fool yesterday because I put down my senses. I only wanted to go for him. But for now, let me do what I'm doing with a lot of honest and pure heart. So for those guys who have been asking what next for them, I think I've told you the next thing you are supposed to do is change your way of creativity. Just change. That is the next thing. Do something better than what you've been doing. Improve on what you've been doing. That is what is next for you. This is not your end. This is not your end. But you can do it. You can take your time. You can do it. We have so many people you can even react on. Trump and David, all these guys, you can react on them. But the only way that if you've been abusing people, if that abusing and insults have been the way of your reaction, you are going to land on very bad harms. You are going to land on very bad grounds. And I think we're going to be pronouncing you forgotten in the streets. That is it. And that is all what I feel like for these strikes. And was it a success or was it a failure? Now, guys, let me now talk about another story here. I want to talk about my sister or my mother. I can call him my sister. I can call her my sister. I don't know her age, or my mother, because also she looks of my mother's age. Koko Mama. I don't know where she lives, but Koko Mama comes from Nigeria. And she has been through like Dubai, all those, the Middle East. She's one of the strongest actually reactors we see around. But one thing, because I've been watching her videos, every now, there is one thing that I've come to realize, and thank God yesterday or the other day, she sent that message to Nyabohanse people. I want to discuss about Koko Mama's love message to the people of Nyabohanse, the YouTubers. This love message it's a negative love message, guys. Get me correct. This is a negative love message to the people of Nyabohanse. This came out when I actually made a video about Minhawi's apologies to Koko Mama and Wodemaya. And I was questioning. It's me she talked about. I was questioning the timing of that apology, and I was also questioning the sincerity in the apology. That's the two things that led me to actually make that video. That yes, MH was apologizing. There is no need. There is no problem in apologizing. Yeah, but look at the timing and let us look deeply into the message being carried within these apologies. And I was asking, like, how many people have you like wronged? So many. Why can't you say that to all guys that have wronged, I'm apologizing? Why should you single out two or one? So for that thing, and Koko Mama came out and she also responded that we are not supposed to attack Min Hawi. So she actually declared her love for Min Hawi, even though their past has been dark. Get me correct. Their past has been dark. So for her, she cleaned and she has forgotten and she has forgiven Min Hawi. And that's why she came to her defense. Don't question her apologies. That is her message. Don't question her apologies. Because you guys from Nyabohanse, I don't love you. I hate you. Why am I saying so? That is our message to Nyabohanse YouTubers. Why am I saying so? Look at the people Koko Mama has been attacking Nyabohanse in her videos. Start with one young boy here, Maja KE. It is only Koko Mama who has been telling Maja about how Maja cries for women, how Maja is always not sober. He is always making videos while tipsy. He cannot take his sunglasses off because the eyes are going to betray him. You see, that is one element of hate, dislike to these people. And actually, even if this is your niche, Koko Mama, you are not supposed, sometimes talk positively. Like when you were in loggerheads with Min Hawi, so many things happened. I've watched those videos. I don't know what you are called about this and this. It was so rough. But you've never talked good of anything about Maja KE. What you always see at Maja is the wrong side. The same way you look at our golden boy in the village, you never see anything positive. That is Maja. And I think Maja responded to you and you've never responded. Yes. So when you are reacting, sometimes look at both sides. You are not supposed to be an antagonist all your life. Sometimes don't be like, I supported this one just because I hate this one. That is where we are always messing up. Yes, let me not talk about David Jr. because David Jr. and you, it is something that happened a long time ago. And the person who started that, I am happy, she apologized to you. But the truth is, as you look like, because the people you've been attacking are young, you want that young energy. You are aiming, you are targeting that young energy. True. Look at Maja's age. Why should you attack your son? Why should you attack your son? When you're supposed to come out and tell your son, no, mom, my son, sit down. Advice. There is no difference between you and the man from the other side. The Kohera man. Yeah. Now you talked about like David Jr.'s story with you made a lot of rounds here and we were like, oh, what's up? Is it true that you are always crazy and obsessed for young energies, for young men because they are energetic? That was the work then. But this thing has come to prove itself. It's now coming to dawn to us because the people you always target are younger than you. So is it true that you are obsessed with younger energies? That might be correct. Look at Nasto. You've been calling Nasto a lot of things. Like I was like, who are you obsessed with this Nasto? Every now and then it's Nasto. Sneaky Nasto. Snitchy Nasto. That's how you always call him. You have been always questioning how he vlogs. Walking around the village roads, paths, that is not vlogging. You question something that brings food to somebody's table. You are obsessed with young energies. And I want to prove, you've proven that to the world. Or can I say that when it failed with David Jr., you also laid your eyes on Nasto. I'm going to meet Nasto so that I'm going to ask him all about this. That what went wrong between you, because you guys have never shared anything. You guys, you are very far apart geographically. What is it that Koko Mama found in him so that he always calls Nasto a snitch Nasto, a snake Nasto, somebody who doesn't know how to vlog? That now Nasto is a puppet to our golden boy. Nasto started his channel before even the golden boy came to the village and everything, but now he behaves like it is the golden boy who gave him that platform. Koko Mama, this is Nyabohanse, and it is good. We have now known you, who you are towards Nyabohanse people. You hate them with passion. You don't love them. No wonder on a daily basis, you must talk about them. And when you talk about them, remember, these are the same guys. This is your niche. Nyabohanse is your niche. So don't pretend to forgive one to show us your piece of love for this village when you simply hate everything from this village. You've never talked anything positive about this village. You unless I don't know. No, you've never talked anything positive about this village. And we always ask, what did you ever come to this village so people mistreated you? And you went back saying, no, this is time for vigilance. Have you ever come here? Actually, can you make a journey come to Nyabohanse so that you see the people you are calling snitches, the people you are calling people who don't know how to vlog? Come and see them. Come and meet them. They are very hospitable. Come and see them. So, Koko Mama, I want to advise you to refrain. You also have people from your area. You also have people like in Nigeria. You can react on them. Like you have Nigerian YouTubers. We want to see how you also react on them, because this thing of directing every reaction thing to Nyabohanse is now like a thing that should come to the past. Just leave Nyabohanse people for Nyabohanse, or leave Nyabohanse alone. That is what I can tell you. Don't call us names. Don't come here and make laughter at us. Don't come here and just laugh at us like we cannot defend ourselves. And that energy you have towards young people, young men, throw it away. You are old. You are old. You are a mother. You are supposed to and I have learned you are doing it because you are revenging on something. Like people talked about your daughter and you went through much about your daughter and everything. And now you must talk about some people's children just because you also underwent the same process. Vigilancy doesn't pay. Vigilancy is evil. That is what I want to tell you. Your avengement is evil. Kindly stop. Guys, I think today I've taken so much time and I want to end here so that I can focus on a different thing again. But for those guys who are coming in for the first time, kindly subscribe to my channel. Make me grow. Road to 2,000 subscribers. Let us always speak unity, love, and peace. Positivity is always running through my bloodstream. That is something that I cannot hide from. Let us not divide each other. Let us learn to live in peace, love, and unity. God loves you. God bless you for me. Be blessed. Let's meet another time. Bye.